What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your man Chazz Ellis once again, and I'm gonna give you 3 ways to get a guy to text you first. Number 1, don't just give him the number. Now I know people like, I don't like to play games. I get it, but you have to make your information seem like it's valuable to you, because it should be. You can't just give any Tom, Dick, or Harry, see what I did there, your information. You have to see it as being valuable. You have to see your information as being something that a person actually has to earn. So what do you want to do instead? Give them a social media account. Now I know some of you are like, I don't have no social media account. Well, get one. You need to have a social media account. Get up with 2017, you're being left behind. You have to have some way to communicate with people that doesn't just directly let them in. You have to kind of have a little bit of a fence up, one they can see through, but they can't just get right into the house. That way people see your text information as being valuable. Now they actually want to text you. They're feeling good about texting you first because they're hoping that they get that opportunity. Also, you got to realize that when you give somebody your social media instead of your text information, you now have control over the situation. If you want to communicate first, you can do so by just simply liking a pic or making a little comment. Simple as that. Also, you can see how interested they are because they like your pics. They comment. They send you messages. Things like that. A lot of people date somebody for 2 or 3 years and never become their Facebook friend. What you may not realize is they don't really like you. They're not dealing with you in a public setting, so they don't really have any real interest in you. They don't want their friends to know about you. When you give somebody your social media, it's basically like doing a situation where you get to meet all their friends. You get to talk to them. You get to see them in a public setting before you start talking one-on-one, and you can kind of see how they feel about you and see how you feel about them. Number 2, let them lead. Now I know there's gonna be some people out there talking about, don't nobody lead me. All my women independent. I get it. But letting somebody lead shows their interest. It also gives them an opportunity to talk about some of the things that they want to talk about and have the conversation they want to have with you. When you allow somebody to lead, you get yourself in a situation where you're actually the person with the power. The person who is getting the most information and giving the least amount of information actually is the person with all the power. That's why when you're talking to a salesman, if they're a good salesman, they generally just listen. They get the information. Also, you're making your information valuable. Because you're letting that person lead, you're letting them do a lot of the talking, it's telling them that getting to know you is a privilege, not a right. It's something that they get to do, not something that they have to do. Let that person lead. Don't give out too much information, and then you collect information. Now you know them. Now you know what they're talking about. You know what they want. You know what they're interested in. Now you can move forward with a whole lot of knowledge rather than just spilling out everything about yourself, telling them everything you want, everything you don't want, how you feel, who did you wrong 2 years ago, and all that crap. Now they don't feel like they have to talk to you again because they already know everything about you. Number 3, text with purpose. Now I know you want to just hit people up and be like, good morning. You have to understand, this person doesn't really know you and probably doesn't want to talk to you for 3 or 4 hours about how your day was, how your life is, and all that other kind of stuff. Talk about the things that you want to do now. Talk about the things you want to do next weekend. See if they're free. See if you're free. See what you guys are going to do in the future. If you guys have the same interest. Don't just text somebody back and start talking about some old silly stuff or start talking about things that are really frivolous and will take a whole lot of conversation time. You want to text with a sense of purpose. What are you doing this weekend? Hey, how was last weekend? Hey, what kind of movies do you like? Do you like playing board games? Do you go to church? What church do you go to? That way you can kind of set things up to feel like you can hang out later on. Now you know what church they go to. You know what side of town they stay on. You know if they're going to be free during the weekends. Kind of have an idea what their work schedule is like. Now you can start setting things up with that person, and you can also give them room to set things up with you. They're going to be more likely to text you first when they know that you're probably going to be free next weekend, but not the weekend after. They're going to be more likely to text you first when they know you like Guardians of the Galaxy and you might want to go see that. You're texting with a sense of purpose. You're giving information that's important now. You're giving information that will be important in the future rather than just talking about a bunch of frivolous stuff that they probably don't care about anyway. Now, texting is really important because you don't want to fall behind because you don't understand a certain form of communication. Hopefully, I was able to help you out. Once again, it's your man, Chazz Ellis. And for some of y'all that want a little bit more information about no contact and some of this other stuff I offer, make sure you check out the free video I have on the no contact method. That's on the ChazzEllisProject.com. It's going to be in the comment box up here somewhere, or one of these boxes up here somewhere. Just click on it. Okay, it's your man, Chazz Ellis. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video with somebody else. Peace.